Said WORG's Melissa Moon has made her way to Monette, Arkansas. And Melissa, what can you tell us right now? We see that you are there.
Yes, and there are dozens of emergency vehicles around this area, and you can see right behind me that is the nursing home where those people were when that tornado hit, and you can see it looks like the roof of that building is off. Here comes an ambulance right now. We've seen dozens or number of ambulances leave this area, and we understand from a judge in the area that there were two fatalities and 5 people hurt. A lot of family members of the people staying here have been showing up. Emergency personnel say they're trying to keep those individuals out. We understand they are now taking them to the nursing home patients to a church nearby, where I'm guessing they will be reunited with family members. We've seen family members coming out of here. Even saw one gentleman who looked like he may have been inside and telling his loved ones that he was okay. But again, what we are hearing from a judge here in Craighead County is that 2 people were killed and that 5 people were hurt, and that 20 or more people are trapped inside. We can see just across from this nursing home there is a home there, and the roof is off that home as well. And up on 18, up the road from where we are on 18, there's a gas station there. No electricity anywhere in this area, but you can just see all these emergency vehicles. We do still have some wind in this area, as well as we're seeing lots of lightning in the area right now. But you can just see how many emergency vehicles, police departments, ambulances that are in the area right now. And again, we're hearing that the individuals who were rescued from that nursing home and are okay are being taken to a nursing home nearby, a church nearby, where they apparently will be reunited with family members. And you can just see all the work that is going on right now up at that nursing home. You can see the roof of the building is gone, and from what we're hearing, 2 people were killed and 5 people we know of right now were hurt, and as many as 20 were entrapped. We heard that earlier from the Monette Police Department that they did have some buildings collapse around town. They did have some entrapments. We can also see across the street from this nursing home there is a home there. The roof is gone on that home as well. We don't know if anyone was in that home at the time when the tornado came through here. And we are still seeing lots of lightning. I don't know if you can see it, but lots of lightning in this area, as well as some gusty winds coming through here. Again, what we're hearing is that as many as 20 people were trapped inside that nursing home. 2 were killed, 5 were hurt. We've seen some individuals who were inside coming out with family members. They've had lots of relatives of the nursing home patients coming here to check on their loved ones, and they're trying to get everyone over to the church now so they can reunite there. We saw a bus up there. That may be what they're putting some of these nursing home patients on, that bus, to get them out of this area. And when we were pulling down 18 into town, we did see a number of ambulances leaving this area, taking likely some of those injured away. But I have never seen so many emergency vehicles in one place at one time, everybody just coming here to help. And of course, a lot of family members coming here to check on their loved ones, of course very concerned about how they're doing. And what we are hearing is that they are going to be reunited with them. They're asking all family members to go to the church. We will try to find out the name of that church. We know it's right nearby here, but they are taking them to the church. And we saw a school bus up there, so it appears they're putting some of those residents into that bus. But as you can see, that nursing home, the roof is just completely gone, and there's more damage in this area, and power outages out here right now. We can see some down power lines as well in this area. Again, they're asking family members to stay away from this area if you can. You can call the local police department for more information, the sheriff's department. We see more people arriving right now. It looks like either more family members or volunteers here to help. But of course, we're going to try to get more information and bring that to you, and maybe we can tell you a little bit more about where exactly they're going, and see if we can get more information about the injuries that happened here tonight.
Okay,
Alex,
Melissa.
April?
Yeah, Melissa, thank you so much, because that's just, we can see behind you all of the action that is going on there, that this is still very much a rescue operation, right? Because those people are coming in and they're actually going in to see if more people need to be rescued at this point. Can you tell us that?
That's what it looks like right here. You can see they have all the bright lights down there, and we can see people, like I said just a few minutes ago, I did see one gentleman that looked like he was a nursing home resident coming out. He may have been with family members telling them that he was okay. And you can see just a lot of activity that's going on right in front of that nursing home. So it does appear that this is still a rescue operation. And you can hear all those, I don't know if you can hear them, all the sirens behind us. And they're still taking people out of here. So yeah, I would definitely say this is still a rescue operation here, just to make sure they do have everyone out of this nursing home. And we're going to try to get some more numbers to find out exactly how many people were in that nursing home, how many people were hurt and taken to the hospital, and also where they are being taken right now. But we understand that they are being taken to a church nearby. They're telling family members to go to that church so they can be reunited with their loved ones. But we see every minute more, looks like more relatives arriving here to check on their loved ones. April.
And that's one thing you're talking about, more people coming. One thing that they have said is they don't want just anybody to come. People that have medical expertise coming there. I'm wondering, when you were driving there, what were you seeing? Was it a lot of traffic on the roads? Were people trying to get in there? And what was it like, the route that you all were taking?
Well, as we were heading closer to the road where the nursing home is located, we were on 18. We just saw about 3 or 4 ambulances pass us, going the opposite, coming from this direction, going past us. So we assumed that they were taking people from the nursing home to the hospital. We don't know what hospitals they're going to. And then as we got closer, we could just see how many emergency vehicles, police, ambulances are here on the scene, and then just seeing lots of individuals here as well. As we said, lots of family members are just coming to check on their loved ones. And it is now starting to rain, which is not going to make the job any easier for the people that are out here helping out. April.
And you mentioned that because you said it was lightning before, and you could see lightning when you came in. And I was going to ask you just what the weather conditions are right now when you are just standing there, the wind, the rain, the lightning.
Well, we didn't have any rain until just now, but it has started to rain. Of course, there's some gusty wind right now, and as we were getting closer to this area, to Monette, we could see a lot of lightning in the area. Some people even leaving here are concerned that there may be another tornado coming through the area, but it has just now started raining. I don't know if you just saw that, but there was a bus, that school bus that was parked up by the nursing home, and we assume that's what they were putting some of the nursing home residents on. It has just left this area, so we're guessing that they're going to that church, and hopefully that the family members can get reunited with loved ones who are okay. And again, we saw lots of ambulances leaving this area. There's one here, Riverside ambulance is going right now. The ones that we saw leaving the area, they were leaving here with their lights on, so we assumed that they had some people from the nursing home in those ambulances. So we don't know the conditions of those individuals. The early numbers we heard was that there were 2 fatalities and at least 5 people that were injured, and a couple dozen that were trapped inside. So we're trying to get more numbers. Of course, when we get those numbers, we'll pass them along to you. And Monette Police did tell us earlier that there were different areas. This is the only area that we've seen right now, but in this area, we can tell you the nursing home, their roof is off. Across the street, there's some homes over there that have the roof off, and you can just see that there's no power in this area right now. And we can see right beside us as well some down power lines. So that's what everybody has to deal with as well, the rain, and also some of the down power lines in the area right now. April.
Okay, thank you, Melissa. We know you're getting information and trying to get more information, and we'll allow you to do that as we continue to monitor what's going on in Monette, Arkansas. Thank you.